In life, there are a few events that we can be sure will certainly happen. One of those events is having a system do something unexpected during a planned IT maintenance operation. IT maintenance operations are a tedious part of the systems administrator job. They usually revolve around monitoring a constantly growing number of systems, checking for updates, applying those updates, and then making sure nothing breaks unexpectedly. And no matter how well tested everything was beforehand, something always happens that delays the operation or adds unplanned time to the entire endeavor. Let's rewind a bit. What is a maintenance operation? A maintenance operation is the process of applying a disruptive change to a running system. It usually involves security patching or another process related to software changes, but a maintenance operation can also refer to upgrades or changes to hardware. But in the current cybersecurity landscape, maintenance operations almost exclusively involve deploying the latest security patches. For a maintenance operation to be successful, there are 3 things a system administrator must do. First, you need a list of target systems for the security patch. After all, you need to know what systems you're going to be patching. These are usually the ones affected by a particular new vulnerability. Second, you need proper testing in a lab environment to get a preview of how all the changes you have planned will work out in the production environment. Keep in mind that no matter how good the lab environment is, it will not have the normal load that you get on production systems. So even if everything tests out fine in the lab, you might still experience some setbacks when carrying out the work in the production environment. And third, you need to make sure that there's enough time to carry out the whole process. While this seems obvious, it is easy to neglect adding enough time to deal with unexpected events, like a misconfiguration somewhere, or an unanticipated interaction with another system that causes problems. This period of time is called a maintenance window. Identifying target systems and performing proper testing both fall directly under the control of IT. But scheduling a long enough maintenance window is usually decided at the management level. Why? Planning a maintenance window that's long enough for a successful maintenance operation will likely be disruptive to services or at least affect the performance of the systems involved, which means that lengthy maintenance windows have a direct impact on business activities. The length of maintenance windows has to be agreed upon by different stakeholders inside the organization, and this back and forth takes time. It can be weeks before a proposed time frame is accepted by all parties involved. The planning process makes maintenance operations less and less security-focused, as the response to new vulnerabilities can't be delayed for weeks. After all, you certainly don't want to add your organization to the growing list of breached organizations that routinely make headlines. What if there was a better way to do maintenance operations? What about not needing them at all? If there was an approach that could eliminate service interruptions and weeks-long waits for security patches, would you use it? With a live patching solution like TuxCare's Kernel Care Enterprise, you no longer need to have specifically defined periods of time to deploy security patches, nor do you need to wait for weeks before responding to emergency threats. Your systems can constantly receive the latest security updates without ever needing to disrupt any workloads at all. In fact, your users won't even notice. Your systems can simply receive the updates while they are running. No reboots, no service restarts, and no waiting for weeks. This is a modern take on an old process, fully embracing automation, DevOps, and SecDevOps for a more mature, more manageable, and more secure IT environment.